I was really excited when I heard that there would be a Makerspace at this year's MACUL conference. MACUL is the educational technology group in Michigan. So I contacted them about showing some work I'd been doing with 3D printing. But then once I started talking to the organizers, Kit Hard and Jeff Bush, I came up with an idea for the space as well that would be something that I could do as a project and as something to kind of draw people into the makerspace and give them something to participate with. So I kind of came up with the idea of making a sign that said Makerspace out of cardboard, similar to what I've done with projects in the past. And so when I came home that night from the conference on Wednesday, I printed out some paper templates and then just basically cut those paper templates out and brought them to the Makerspace with me. So Friday morning, I got those templates out and started cutting them out of pieces of cardboard. And this worked out really nicely, and while I was doing that process, I had my phone set up recording time lapses of me doing that. So just the act of being there physically making something in the space and recording it prompted a lot of great conversations. I was able to talk about the tools I was using, like the Skill power cutter that I was using there. It's a great little power tool for working with cardboard, and it's super safe. And then talk about some other things like the process I use for recording videos and why I make videos of things that I make and how you might use that in the classroom or as a teaching tool, either to have kids making videos or using videos to show kids processes and things like that. So it was a lot of fun making the actual letters. And it took a little while, but that was great because the whole morning was about connecting with people and making things. And that was exactly what I had an opportunity to do. So it was a lot of fun getting these letters finished up, because once I finished them up, the idea was that I would invite people to go ahead and actually do something with those letters themselves. So I made a little prompt that said, hack this sign. And the idea was that people would unclip a letter, they would take it somewhere in the makerspace, and they would add something to it to kind of customize it and just embellish it. So we made this sign that said, hack this sign, and then we hung the letters up and encouraged people to unclip them, take them over, and they might add an LED. They might decorate it by drawing on it or adding stuff. And pretty quickly it turned into the kind of thing where I was encouraging people to just tour the makerspace and find something to do, and really trying to encourage them to take a letter. So you can kind of see a quick tour through the makerspace here. There was all kinds of stuff set up. A button maker there were paper circuits, there were a couple of Makeys set up, which were a ton of fun, of course. If you've never played with those, by all means check out the Makey. And then for a while I had the sign set up in this corner, and then eventually I moved it closer to the table where I was set up, because there was another group that was going to use that corner, and it was a nice way to start having some conversations. So you can see that group of kids from their imagination group there. And then I moved it over to the space by the window and started getting people to unclip the letters, take them out, change them up. You can see a letter here with a light in it. You can see people doing all kinds of stuff in the space while I was doing that work. This, like I said, was a big hit, the Skill power cutter tool. And it was really fun to see how people took those letters, customized them. I met a lot of people, including Brad here from Minnesota, who decided that our M needed to look like the state and have stuff on it there. Patty with her light up LED P letter. And then finally, I got a photo with Sylvia Martinez from Invent to Learn. So it was an amazing time at this year's MACUL Makerspace. I can't wait to work on it again. And huge thanks to everyone who helped organize the Makerspace at MACUL this year. Thanks a lot.